Wellington takes pride of place as New Zealand's most central city. Not just a political epicentre, Wellington's also forging a name for itself as a golfing capital. And just 20 minutes from its vibrant downtown harbour, nestled in the leafy suburb of Heretaunga, is one of New Zealand's best parkland courses. Royal Wellington, one of only 2 clubs in the country to receive a royal title, and the first to do so, is the jewel in the golfing crown for the Wellington region. The club was originally established in the Wellington suburb of Miramar late in the 19th century, but was moved to Heretaunga in 1908.
The original course was established then and stayed in place until the early 70s. We acquired more land and grew the course into 18 holes and 9 short holes. And then, obviously, in the last 3 years, we've redeveloped some of that land into the championship 18 holes.
The redevelopment took 2 years to complete, and the club made sure the course maintained its original character.
Well, we're unashamedly a parkland golf course. We're in a river flat, but the trees were planted progressively with members over 100 years, and we've retained that parkland setting. The new holes that have been developed are fantastic, very consistent with the rest of the course, and it is really just growing on what we'd established over that 100 years.
One of the men behind the redevelopment is former New Zealand professional, now course designer, Greg Turner. When given the task of redesigning one of the country's most important clubs, Turner made sure the new course reached its full potential.
We just wanted to make sure that the journey around the property, utilised as many of the natural features as we could, as often as we could. And if you do that, then the golf kind of almost takes care of itself. They wanted a championship course. They wanted something that had teeth when they set it up that way. But with a members course where people are playing it frequently, you can be a little bit more cute. You don't have to unveil everything first time around like you might in a resort course.
And Greg was proud to show off his favourite alterations, beginning early in the round.
Second hole, I think, spectacular par 5 now. The stream really wasn't used particularly well in the old hole. I think with the way we bunkered it and got it to the 3rd tee as well, that's really sat down there beautifully.
Another hole Greg is proud of on the front 9 is the 7th, a hole barely recognisable after the redesign.
7th hole was a par 3 playing in an opposite direction, so now I think it's one of the best backdrops on the golf course for a green. It's not a long par 4, but full of drama.
On to the back 9, and Greg has 3 holes that stick out in his mind.
14, I think, is just a wonderful short 4. Out on a part of the course where there wasn't golf before, it was a forest. There are days you can drive at the green. Lots of fun when you do that. And then I think 17. 17 it would be, it's really unusual green complex we built there. Almost oldie-worldy, more like the sort of thing you would see in the heathland of Surrey from 100 years ago. And quirky, a little bit quirky, and I think really interesting.
And always completing your round, the 18th.
It's just a grand way to finish. It's an exclamation mark on the end of your journey around the golf course, if you like. You didn't really get a good look at the 18th from the clubhouse before, so we wanted to lower the green and create a bit more interest in the green, but also mean it was visually impressive from this angle as well as from the player's angle. And then we just bunkered it in a way that kind of made it more of a risk-reward type setup. So same corridor, same backdrop, just a little bit more interest from both directions.
It's clear the redesign has met the standard of a course befitting the royal title, and that honour came as quite a surprise to the then captain.
It occurred during the 2004 250th celebrations of the Royal and Ancient Golf Club of St Andrews. I was captain at the time, and I had the great honour to be representing the golf club at the celebrations, and the Duke of York called us out just before the dinner for 800 people and said that he was about to announce that we were allowed to call ourselves a royal club, and did we have any objections to that? And I said, no, not a one. So it was a very happy occasion. What it means is that we are now part of a fraternity of 65 very famous clubs around the world, and it's nice to be recognised as the first New Zealand golf club to achieve that honour.
And the honour is widely appreciated by the club's members. However, there were a few that were worried their handicaps may be at risk once the redevelopment was complete.
I think the members will have found it quite a challenge, and I get a little bit of that feedback. But hey, they seem really, really happy, and golfers are hard to please, but I think generally we've pleased most of them.
And the course's famous gates are open to more than just members.
Visitors are welcome, and there's a very warm welcome mat that's out for anybody who wants to come and play this course. And we want them to play, and we want them to tell their friends about it.